know, it's what I've always wanted to do. It's so joyful for me to be a writer, and it really is a dream come true. For me, I don't think of it as a job. It really is a passion, and yeah, so I really I love it. I love being a writer. I learned, I think, from reading fantasy books, because those authors, they build these magnificent worlds, and just by reading and being so drawn into their worlds, I sort of saw how it could be done, but I don't think I was consciously aware of, like, I wasn't studying them. I'm not that kind of a writer. It's more like I saw how well they did it, and it really inspired me to create something as unique. My goals were quite, I suppose, modest at the start. I didn't sort of say, oh, I'm going to be a bestseller, you know. I said I want to write good books that people really enjoy. And that's still what drives me. With each book, I'm thinking, is this the best book I can write at this moment? And that drives me. Jason didn't know how long he'd been hiding in the dark place in the ground where his mother had put him, telling him to hush. He'd waited so long, hadn't even crawled out when his stomach hurt with hunger. But she hadn't returned, as she'd promised, and his wings were cramped and hurting from the small space, his face wet with tears. She knew he hated the dark. Why had she put him in the dark? I always say I would like to be a falcon changeling, because I would get to be, you know, in the changeling world, which is quite nice, and I would also get to fly. So I think that would be quite good, but I quite often change my mind and say, I'd quite like to be a teleporter, so I could, you know, visit Paris for an hour and then go and see Budapest. My books were actually originally published in the United States, and then they were published in Germany. And then quite a bit later, they were published in New Zealand, which is my home. And so for a long time, I was completely unknown there. Like, you couldn't find my books in the bookshelves, and I always joke that I'm sure some people in my extended family thought I was unemployed, because I kept telling them I was a writer, but they're like, no, we can never find your books in the bookshop. At the Frankfurt Book Fair, which I was just at a week and a half ago, there was a signing, and there were like hundreds of people queuing up, and for me, I sometimes it's amazing and fantastic, and again a little surreal, because when I go home, again, you know, I wouldn't get that kind of a response. It's completely different. When I get a chance to meet people in person, and you know, that's amazing, because I can say thank you to these people who really, their joy in my work is really important to me. It makes me happy as a writer that I am, you know, giving people this joy. And also, obviously, you know, because my fans love the books, I can keep writing them.